Hello, my name is Isabel, and this is my presentation on Zentein Nutrition Raising the Bar. This is my 2x2 matrix on my SWOT analysis of the internal and external environment for Zentein. Some strengths I found were Zentein's usage of collagen and their high-quality ingredients. Some weaknesses I found were how they only produce their protein bar in one flavor, and they currently are struggling to keep up with their demand. Some opportunities I determined were how Zentein could potentially produce new products or new flavors of their protein bars. Some threats I found were how other brands offer these protein bars for a lower price, and these brands have more of a flavor variety. Some of the advantages I found for Zentein utilizing their website was how they can fully advertise and educate the customer on the benefits of the protein bars. Distributing this way allows for Zentein to offer bundles of the product and save on shipping costs. One disadvantage to this distributing method is that there's a $5 shipping fee that might deter some price-sensitive customers. The main advantage of utilizing Amazon was how all Zentein would have to provide was a large shipment of its product to fulfillment centers, and fulfillment would do the rest. The disadvantage of this was when Amazon would take the protein boxes apart and send individual bars to customers instead of a whole box. Following this, when Zentein's CEO tried to rectify the issue, he was met with a bot or communication issues that resulted in him having to pull all inventory. The biggest advantage when it came to selling in-store is the ease of it for Zentein. It required only a few phone calls and allows for inventory to stay fresh and for Zentein to save on shipping costs. The only disadvantage was not knowing if other stores besides FCM would provide the same positive experience for both the customers and Zentein. On this slide, I wanted to provide everyone with a table of all the fixed expenses I identified and calculated as an annual amount. There are two fixed annual expenses not shown. One is the $360 Amazon seller subscription fee that brings their total fixed expenses to $44,000 even. The other is for Zentein's website, where there is an additional $500 fee for giving out free samples to dedicated customers. That brings Zentein to a total of $44,140 for their total fixed expenses. These diagrams are to give everyone a visual of the variable expenses that are added on with each distribution channel. I did not find any variable expenses for selling to in-store retailers. In this diagram, I wanted to give a visual of how I broke down the profit per box sold on Amazon. At the top, it also states how many boxes Amazon would have to sell in a year to break even. This includes the additional fixed expense that I mentioned earlier, the $360. In my analysis, I found that Amazon would be the most profitable for Zentein. I concluded this based on an average of 3,500 orders per year, with $21 of profit per box, getting 73,500 total profits and profits of 29,500 after fixed expenses were taken out. In comparison for retail stores, I did an average of 10 stores with 260 orders per store. Zentein has $18 profit a box with 2,600 boxes sold for a total profit of 46,800 and profits of 3,160 after fixed expenses are taken out. For Zentein's website, I wanted to be as realistic as possible, so I based it on Wang's expected orders of 1,000. I calculated the profits per selling option and then calculated the total profits based on 250 orders of each box or bundle offered. From this, I got a total profit of $56,750 and profits of $15,610 after the fixed expenses were taken out. I chose Zentein's website as the distribution channel they should prioritize. This option allows for Zentein to build its brand image and brand authenticity. It also allows for Zentein to advertise clearly to the customer the points of difference in their product. While the shipping rates are higher with this option, both the shipping fee and the bundling option help cushion the higher shipping rates. Additionally, the customers save money with the bundling option, and the bundling allows for cheaper shipping costs for Zentein. Zentein can also make sure their product remains fresh and packaged correctly, unlike the mishaps that happened with Amazon previously. This is also the most realistic option, as Zentein's CEO is too busy to remedy the issues with Amazon, and Zentein most likely cannot partner with the amount of stores needed in order to break even for selling in stores. I determined Zentein's pricing strategy to be a product quality leadership. This is shown with how their value proposition is offering fresh, nutritious, high-quality protein bars. Zentein can also use this to position its brand, as these are some of the points of difference in comparison to other protein bars offered on the market. The only recommendation I would make to Zentein is to sell the protein bars at a discounted price of $40 instead of $35 to the in-store retailers. This would make the in-store distribution channel more profitable, especially if Zentein partnered with more stores. This also is not such a high price increase that the retail stores would not want to do business with Zentein anymore. Finally, I wanted to conclude my presentation with offering some discussion questions, such as what distribution channel would you recommend Zentein to prioritize, and would you recommend any adjustments to Zentein's pricing?